On June 21, 2025, the world awoke to news of a massive U.S. military assault on Iran's nuclear facilities. This was no warning shot. President Trump ordered a full-scale precision strike targeting Iran's most fortified nuclear sites, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. The White House claimed Iran was on the verge of building a nuclear weapon, crossing a red line for the U.S. and its allies. Officials insisted the operation was a defensive measure, aiming to cripple Iran's nuclear ambitions and force Tehran back to negotiations. This direct attack marked a dramatic escalation, bypassing diplomacy in favor of overwhelming force. Now the world faces the consequences. Will this gamble bring stability or ignite a wider conflict? Operation Midnight Hammer showcased American air power at its peak. Over 125 U.S. aircraft, including stealth B-2 bombers launched from the U.S., struck Iran's nuclear sites in a meticulously coordinated assault. Tomahawk cruise missiles from U.S. submarines neutralized Iranian air defenses, clearing the way for bombers. For the first time, the U.S. deployed GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrators, bunker busters designed to destroy even the deeply buried Fordow facility. The mission's goals: destroy Iran's enrichment infrastructure, halt uranium conversion, and send a clear message of U.S. resolve. Pentagon officials declared the operation a success, with Iran's nuclear program severely damaged, but the true cost of this success remains to be seen. Iran's response was immediate. Ballistic missiles targeted Israeli cities, and threats were made against U.S. forces in the region. Iran's parliament moved to close the Strait of Hormuz, risking a global oil crisis. The UN called for de-escalation, while China and Russia condemned the U.S. strikes as reckless. American allies were divided. Israel praised the action, while Europe urged restraint and distanced itself. In the U.S., the strikes sparked fierce political debate, with Republicans backing the president and Democrats demanding answers. Security was heightened nationwide, bracing for possible retaliation. The world is now sharply divided, and the risk of escalation looms large. The aftermath of Operation Midnight Hammer has plunged the world into uncertainty. President Trump warned Iran against further retaliation, promising overwhelming force if provoked. Oil prices soared, and fears of a global economic crisis grew as the Strait of Hormuz's fate hung in the balance. The UN faces a critical test. Can diplomacy prevent a wider war, or will the cycle of violence spiral out of control? China and Russia's next moves could shape the outcome, either restraining Iran or deepening the crisis. The U.S. strike has shattered the Middle East's fragile status quo, setting off unpredictable consequences. Will this gamble prevent a nuclear Iran, or unleash a catastrophe? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.